Yesterday, it was announced that Elon Musk is now the single largest shareholder of Twitter. This is kind of good news. Elon Musk seems to be an advocate for free speech, seems to want that to be preserved. He's not very happy with the way that Twitch has been doing business, and that's something that I agree with. Twitch has been doing terrible with free speech, and it's just a terrible platform in general. Literally, 10% of all of the platform's traffic is driven by the wokest of the woke. I've talked about this plenty. They ruin the platform. And the policies are just super woke. It's a company that's in a bad place, but unfortunately it has no real competition, because if it does manage to see any competition, a lot of the big tech companies, they'll band together and work to drive off that competition. The biggest time we saw this was with Parler. Parler tried to do something. Remember how they shut them down? That was probably the one time they faced real competition. It was growing, doing very, very well, and then they all shut it down, and Parler is pretty much dead now. There's been a couple that have tried to rise up, like Truth Social. I don't know what's happened with that. That's kind of just went dead. They had a terrible launch, and I think that kind of hurt that one too. But Elon Musk being on the larger side of shareholding with Twitter is a good thing, and it looks like it's going to get even more progressive as far as change, because breaking news today, Elon Musk is now sitting on the board of directors for Twitter. From the Daily Mail, top shareholder Elon Musk vows significant changes at Twitter as he joins the board after taking 9% stake, and signals he will take on the woke status quo at the social media giant. This is good news. This is good news. I would like to see some significant changes. Number one, I'd like the former president, Mr. Donald Trump, to be reinstated. The fact that people aren't upset about that is kind of crazy, because that means they're willing to ban anybody. The dude is literally a president of the United States. He shouldn't be banned off the platform. That was crazy. No matter if you agree with the man or not, that was crazy. So maybe some accounts that have been kicked off that are more conservative leaning might get restored, and that would be something to see. If that happens, then I will say that we're going to see significant change at Twitter. If that doesn't happen, then I wonder if this is just a ploy to make money, because the benefits are all going to Twitter right now, because their shares jumped from $13 to $55 a share from this move, which is pretty significant. Okay, so Elon's already made money off of this, and he probably knew it, because, I mean, his name is pretty big, and people do like him. To be fair, I do like him. I like some of the stuff he's done. I like a lot of his memes. I think they're funny, and they piss people off. There's been a lot of leftist employees at Twitter that have been melting down because of this move, and I think that that's also hilarious. So we'll see what happens. But Tesla CEO Elon Musk has joined Twitter's board of directors after purchasing a 9.2% stake in the company. Twitter entered into an agreement with Musk on Monday that will give the billionaire a seat on the board. The agreement will expire at Twitter's 2024 annual shareholders meeting. Musk, either alone or as a member of a group, won't be allowed to own more than 14.9% of Twitter's outstanding stock. So he can buy a little bit more, but he can't buy out the company, I think is what that means. I'm not an expert on this stuff, but I think they're trying to stop him from buying the company, which he can do. And in fact, some people are speculating that could happen. This is from Fox Business 7 hours ago. I don't know what came first. I don't know if him joining the board of directors came before or after this article. But they're saying here, don't rule out him buying the company because he's talked about making his own social media platform before. Hey, I'm rich enough. Why not just buy the whole fucking thing? It appears, though, he can't do that. At least according to this. He's not allowed to buy the company now, basically, is what I'm gathering here. But this was an agreement to get him onto the board of directors now, which you know they don't like. Because as far as I know, Elon Musk has openly criticized the Twitter CEO before. He's not a fan of that guy. I'm not really a fan of him either, to be honest. But he put out this at 8:32 in the morning. I'm excited to share that we're appointing Elon Musk to our board. Through conversations with Elon in recent weeks, it became clear to us that he would bring great value to our board. He's both a passionate believer and intense critic of the service, which is exactly what we need on Twitter and in the boardroom to make us stronger in the long term. Welcome, Elon. And he says he's looking forward to make significant improvements into Twitter in the coming months. Now, here's the thing. I don't believe that he wants criticism in his boardroom, but I also believe he doesn't want Elon Musk buying the company. So I'm not sure, but I find it funny that he's on the board already. Here's one of his recent tweets. Free speech is essential to a functioning democracy. Do you believe Twitter rigorously adheres to this principle? 70% no. 2 million votes. 2 million votes. Nobody thinks Twitter adheres to free speech. In fact, they actively work against it. And we saw this with the Hunter laptop situation and a few other things. When they were just banning people left and right during a certain event not too long ago. So, will this bring about any actual change? I don't know. It's too early. It's been 2 days. But I like what he's doing here. Maybe this will bring some change. Maybe we can actually be able to say things on the platform. It's funny. You can't talk about gender, but there's hardcore pornography on the on the platform. I mean, what the fuck is that? Anyway, let me know what you guys think about this. Do you think this will actually change things? Do you think this is just him making money? What are your thoughts? I'd like to hear from you. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace. Also, if you want to help support the channel, check out my Teespring store. There's a link in the description. You can find some merchandise in there that you might want to check out. Also, make sure to follow me over on Twitch. I do watch parties, play video games over there. They're always fun. Follow me over there and come hang out. Also, make sure you subscribe to YellowFlash, my other channel. There's a link to that in the description as well. I do a lot of live streams over there that I don't do on this channel. Usually smaller and a little bit more personal. So make sure you follow me over there and sign up.